One of the selling points of Google Stadia is that you can play on whatever screen you happen to have. You don't have to have it hooked up to your console. You can play on your phone or on your tablet or on a Chromebook. You can play it anywhere. You can play it on your work computer when you are at your lunch break or something like that. That promise, however, has been limited to Pixel phones for the most part, and sometimes other Android phones through this A to B testing. Basically, up until now, well, up until soon, I guess would be a better way to say it, you've only been able to do this on a Pixel phone. And every once in a while, when you were looking at your, well, I just realized it's in my pocket, but when you were looking at your phone and you opened up the Stadia app and you chose which screen that you wanted to play on. So if I'm looking at Borderlands 3 here, I can select which screen that I want to play it on. And sometimes on certain Android phones, it would say either play on this phone or play on this screen or the other Chromecast devices that you had. That A/B testing kind of foreshadowed what I'm about to tell you. Back when I interviewed John Justice, he said that they wanted to focus first on the biggest and best screen that you have. Well, today we've got a community.stadia.com post from the Google Stadia team that says play Stadia on these additional phones and more. It says Stadia is about to play on way more phones. Beginning on February 20th, you can play games on Stadia using a broad selection of new mobile devices in addition to the Pixel family. Stadia will now support phones from Samsung, Asus, and Razer. You'll also be able to play on the brand new Samsung S20 line. More supported phones means you have even more ways to play games when, where, and how you want with Stadia. All right, so let's look at the complete list of compatible phones. We've got the Samsung Galaxy S8, the S8 Plus, the S8 Active, the Galaxy Note 8, the S9, S9 Plus, Note 9, S10, S10e, S10 Plus, Note 10, Note 10 Plus, S20, 20 Plus, and 20 Ultra. And the Razer Phone 2, and Asus ROG Phone, and Asus ROG Phone 2. And if I said any of those weird, it's because I'm an iOS guy, so none of these are for me. Although I did have a Galaxy Note 2 back in the day. Now, combined with compatible Pixel 2, 3, and 4 devices, Stadia will let you play games on more than 20 different Android phones beginning February 20th. You can also play on tablets, laptops, and desktops, as well as TVs, through the Google Chromecast Ultra. Support for the mobile devices begins later this week. Play on the smartphone you already own with Stadia. Whether you're using Stadia Founders Edition, Premier Edition, or a Buddy Pass, enjoy playing on the new phones. Now, you can now sign up for Test Flight. And if you don't know what Test Flight is, it is basically iOS beta program. So right now, I have Test Flight for my xCloud. So that's how I was able to get xCloud on my iPad, is using Test Flight. That's basically you download this app and then it gives you access to other apps. Well, Google, if you go to previewapps.withgoogle.com, so again, that's previewapps.withgoogle.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you go there, there's a button that says Get Access. So you click on Get Access, it's going to take you in there. It's going to ask you to verify who you are. So make sure that you're on the correct Stadia email address that you have. And then you're going to type in your password. And then once you've got all of that information put in, it's going to ask you what devices you want to test. So you'll go through and select. I chose, well, okay, there was one issue, is that it did not show as an option the iPhone 11 Pro Max Plus, whatever the stupid naming is. I don't know what it's called. This one, all right? It didn't show my phone. So I don't know if that means that that's not supported or if that's an oversight. It did have all the way back to, I believe, the iPhone 6 SE or the iPhone SE. There were a lot of phones listed. There were also a lot of iPads listed. So I signed up for my iPad. I also signed up I used the iPhone 10 Max as the one that I signed up for, just because the 11 Pro Max was not listed as an option for me. So I signed up for that, and then they give you a list of apps that you are willing to check out. So I went through and I looked and I said, all right, well, I'll check out YouTube Gaming, which I don't know why that's on there, but it got me interested. So I clicked on that, and Google Stadia was also listed there, so you can sign up for that. And I just wanted to let people know about that, because I know that there's a lot of people who are like me, are kind of in the Apple ecosystem. Even though we like Google stuff, we still like our phones, the Apple phones. And don't send me messages about how Android is better than iOS or iOS is better than Android. I have used both of them, and both of them are really good. And I'm not interested in your Coca-Cola wars. I can drink Coke and you can drink Pepsi, and we can still high five every once in a while. If you've got iOS, go sign up. If you've got one of these phones and you want to try out Google Stadia on your phone, let me know. I'm really not very excited about playing on my phone. I'm much more excited about playing on my iPad, because my iPad has this huge, awesome screen, and I can't wait to see what Stadia is like. Plus, it is so incredibly thin and light. I'm just a huge fan of the form factor of the iPad Pro. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you didn't know, we've got a podcast that we record every Sunday. Make sure that you check that out wherever podcasts are downloaded. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the bell, all that other YouTube garbage. And I will see you all next time. Until then, stay rad.